All right. So we had a party here a while back. That's why we had a backlight in the last video. And so now I'm shooting from the light area from the fucking gate of the garage. And yeah. So the sofa was on that side of the garage before, and that's why yeah, we had this issue. And the fucking cat is crazy. So today we're going to talk a little bit about why we choose the engines we choose, because this is really not a problem, but I think we need to talk about this because some people have different, they want to use their engines for different things than they are made for. So the 60X engines, the 60, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are all pretty revvy and peppy engines, even the 601, 2 and 3. And they like a little bit of rev and they perform really good. But the low down torque is so-so. But they're not made for that, you know? They don't have the camshaft profile, they don't have anything to support the low down torque. And we're not talking about stroke, right? We've done that before. Square engines. Fuck. So, alright, Sicaria, you cannot be in the video. And the 604, 5 and 6 are even more peppy. They have even less low down torque, and they really love to rev. And hearing, this is where this Facebook truth of the 2J set diesel, and there are actually people and discussions that people that thinks that there are something in common with the 2J set and the OM 606, and that's just not true. It's just not so true. But they are both amazing engines in their own way. But the first time you hear a 606 at 7,000 RPM, you're really gonna think it's a 2J set coming, because it sounds fucking insane. That's what it sounds like. It sounds insane. And the 605, I really love the 5-cylinder noise sound, and they sound even better. It's just crazy, you know. So we had a couple of issues with a fueling setup. So we were stuck on full throttle on a very high revving 605 a couple of times. So I don't know what we did, like, you know, 8,500 RPM or something like that, because it was just revving itself to death and opened the bonnet, and it takes a little while to shut it off manually. And I mean the sound. That's why we choose these engines, because we like to rev. And the power band is not bad in these engines. Let's say you have full boost at 4,000 RPM. And that's pretty normal on these engines. I wouldn't say it's slow spooling, but it's not fast spooling. But it's, you know, you have your HX35 or whatever you have, and you have your full boost at 4,000 RPM. So, no, I have a 2,500. I don't give a shit. Now, this is just a video. Say you have full boost at 4,000 RPM. And you don't rev like crazy. You know, you have full fuel to 6,500. You know, and after that, the power goes down. So, you still have 2,500 RPM to play with. So, the amount of revs that we have to play with is not bad. And you can compare that to a common rail that revs 4,500 and you have full boost at 2,000, you still have 2,500 RPMs to play with. So it's, you know, as long as we are in the power band, these engines are amazing and perfect and great. But we will not have full boost at 1500 RPM. If we want that, we choose another engine. And this is the thing of this video. Choose the proper engine, because people are asking questions on the 606 forum on Facebook. It's for the 606. It's not for the M57 or the 648 or anything like that. You fucking killer. You see why this is the fucking Sicaria? So, it's not a group for the 648 or the M57 or whatever. So, don't post that. Buy the 648. It's a 606 forum. If you like the high revving engines, you are on our forum and you use our engines. Because it's fun, exhilarating, thrilling. I don't know so many English words, but it's amazing. If you're building some rock crawler style of machine, then you need another engine. With that said, there are a lot of off-road competition shit that needs a high revving peppy engine, and a lot of people in these classes that uses petrol engines that has no low down torque, like the 2J said. You know, it happens nothing, and then you have boost if you're lucky. So there are off-road things for our engines as well. But you have to think about what you're going to use your engine for. This fucking cough I have it can't be COVID, because I had COVID twice and I have 3 shots of this bullshit solution that they force you to take. And I should really make a video about that, because that annoys me. However, 60X engines, 601, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are high revving peppy engines with limited low down torque. The 601, 2 and 3 have a little bit better low down torque, as all 2-valve engines has. And I mean, you can get them going good. And I really like the sound of a 2-valve engine. The 602 almost sounds better than the 605. It's like, I'm really sorry to say, but I mean, it's like the 10-valve Audis and the 3B and AAM 112 Audi engines. You know, it's the 10-valve is like goosebumps. That's fucking crazy. So the 601, 2 and 3, a little bit better low down torque, really good engines, easy to upgrade. You can use the same force rods from Benz Forces wherever you buy them, and you can put them in, or you can put 606 turbo rods in them if you want. Steel gaskets from the 605 and 606 fits the engines, and it's like, you know, they're really easy upgradable and really good engines. You want a little bit more power, a little bit more pep, a little bit higher revs, 604, 5 and 6. That's what you're going to use. And for the streets, nothing beats it. It doesn't matter if you're fucking M57 and 500 horsepower. Fucking 604 has 500 horsepower. Fuck you. You know, you have nothing. You have nothing on a 604, 5 and 6. Nothing. Because when you shift gear, I have 3,000 RPMs more to go on. It's like, it's no competition. if we're going off-road, yes. Then you need your 613, 648, maybe. If you're not doing, because this is the thing, when I Google Ultra 4, because I've been involved in a couple of projects with Ultra 4, and I don't know if it's different stages or something, because they have this insane rock crawling thing, but then you just see them going flat out, jumping on fucking sand things, and it's like crazy. And for that you need a 606, you don't need a fucking 648. You need something to scream away. So yes, choose the engine that fits your build, you know? And don't expect an engine to do something it's not built to do. The 648 will never last more than a day if you rev it. And it's not made for revving. It's not a fun engine to rev. And your 606 will never make 500 newtons at 1500 RPM. Never in a million years. So don't try to force the engine to do something it doesn't want to. Just choose the correct engine for your build. That's super fucking mega simple. So no more discussions about how fast will the turbo spool on my engine? Will I have boost at 1500 RPM? Yes, you will have boost at 1500 RPM. Of course you will. I had a GT3076 on my fucking 604. I had boost at 1500 RPM. 0.1 bar. But I had boost. You know? And the fucking boost curve was just linear like a fucking supercharger. It was just always power. Always fucking power. Perfect engine. Perfect setup. But you will not have 1 bar at 1500 RPM. That's just not gonna happen. So boost, yeah, you will have boost. How much boost? Yeah, that's another question. So VMT and 648, that's for you guys that want boost. That's 1500 RPM. The 600 horsepower guys, that's us. The 604, 5 and 6 guys. So that's all for today. Choose the correct fucking engine, you wanker. See you in 3 days.